Alrighty, so welcome to the second part of the Q&A. First part was uploaded on your channel, and because we're doing this together, we thought we're gonna kind of split it up, right? Half of the questions on your channel and half on mine. So, how I said again, this time in English, because a lot of my friends, let's say, most of them are English speakers, so that's why everything is in English. It's gonna be a little bit weird because I have to synchronize, or at the same time I have to translate all the questions because they're written in German, of course. So give me some slack if there's some pause or some kind of weird break or mumble, or how do you say in German? Rhabarber, rhubarb, blah blah blah. Okay, so the first question. So this is Paulinka. She's also studying architecture. And she's asking, how was my way to the Architectural Association? Because she thinks it's quite a mystery, and apparently it's hard to get there, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, first of all, of course, everybody who's studying architecture knows the AA somehow. Because of their publications and so on and so forth. So, and I did an internship in New York, and in my summer break I went to an Architectural Association summer school, which was also held in New York, and that was my first kind of contact with the AA. I actually tried to transfer in my third year in architecture school back in Stuttgart to London already, but I got declined. It's really hard to make a transfer in third year. So I just finished my bachelor in Stuttgart then, and then tried it again for the graduate school. And yeah, I mean, the portfolio was really important, and I prepared it for almost over a year, shaped it continuously, and really reworked it, I think 3 or 4 times or something. Of course, the motivation needs to be correct, and you have to have some sort of a mindset for it. But I mean, if you have some more specific questions, I don't mind if you ask me with a personal message or anything like that. Always pointing out that the tuition fee is quite high. Fortunately, I have quite some scholarships from Germany, which actually enables me to come. I would not have been able to come here without. So that's very lucky and fortunate for me, because it was always a dream to go the AA for me. So second question is asking if we're having our conversations at home in English or in German. So
Meistens auf Deutsch, oder?
most of the time in German, indeed.
Yeah. But we speak English for fun.
I mean, we're joking around.
We're joking around a lot.
Actually, it's just quite cool to have 2 different languages, because there are some words in English which are way better to say.
Yeah, like, you can express yourself so
exactly,
much better.
And way quicker and way better on point. But at the same time, there are a lot of German words which just do not even exist in the English language.
Yeah.
You know,
so we mix it up a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
And we talk to Jimmy in English.
Exactly. Jimmy is a quite fluent English speaker.
Yeah.
So
and also when we are around other people,
of course,
we speak English, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to understand us. And I think it's kind of rude when you are with others and you speak like another language. I mean, sometimes a lot of our Asian friends, or when they are together, they tend to speak their own language, and I don't really think it's super rude, but I always try to speak English, so other people can engage in the conversation as well. I don't know.
Sometimes it happens. It's really hard. So the next question is asking if we have a plan after London, or how much longer we gonna stay in London. I mean, for me, I'm quite a flexible guy, since I'm hanging around with Jimmy and Jasmin. Everything gets, of course, a little bit more difficult because I'm not making the decisions for myself only. So I'm not sure I mean, of course I have to finish my master now, and it's gonna take till January 2017. And after that, if I get a really cool job offer, or if I can start something with a friend at school or so, I would absolutely love to stay here. The person asks, how would we describe London in 3 words?
Should I go first? Or?
Yeah, if you want.
Creative, loud, and quirky. Quirky. Should I just explain why a little bit, or?
Yeah, sure.
I think creative obviously is like fashion capital, and a lot of ad agencies and advertising agencies are here, and there's a great scene regarding like fashion, architecture and design, and so many like exhibitions, I mean all that stuff. I think it's a very creative city, and everyone looks really cool and different, and yeah, it's just creative. And quirky, it's like a little bit on the stranger side of creative. It's like, yeah, it's like a little twinkle in the eye. You're always like, whoa, what's that? It can be like a funny painted house, or like crazy dressed grandma around the corner, or like a really cool cafe with like, I mean, near our neighborhood there was like a new cafe opening, like a cat cafe in Japan, but with rabbits. I think that's really funny. Yeah, and loud, I mean, obviously it's like one of the loudest cities. There's always like sirens going on, there are so many people everywhere, it's always loud, it's never quiet.
Okay.
And yours?
For me, 3 words. Diversity, rainy, and different, I think. I mean, different, I think, is quite overlapping with your quirky, because, I mean, there's nothing really straight, I think. Even the houses are kind of crooked and kind of funny, it's kind of patchworky, all kind of different colors. All the people are, for me, totally, like, they feel quite unique. I mean, of course, there's some sort of a style going on, but there's so many kind of unique tastes. I'm not saying they're great or bad, but they're just super different. That's why. Yeah. Diversity for sure, because I mean it's very important for me in terms of cultural backgrounds, food, and so on. There's just a ton of different people from different countries. Again, the different word, but diversity is just super huge here. You have amazing foods from all over the world. You would not have if you would be like in Stuttgart back home or something. That's absolutely great, I think. And rainy, I mean, every second day is raining, or half of the day it's raining, the other half of the day is super sunshine, right?
I mean, I read that the summer was really good this year, but I think it wasn't. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
the weather is quite difficult to handle sometimes. It's very rainy, very windy.
It's not annoying because it is raining, but it is annoying because it's unpredictable, kind of. You don't know exactly what comes next, or if there is a rain shower or not. You know.
You should always pack an umbrella.
So we're almost through. So what are we missing the most from Germany? Well, for sure, what I'm missing, because I think I'm missing the most that it's kind of nice and tidy and clean, some sort of outside, and like the people are super kind of messy here, super messy. They're like throwing around their trash bags outside. Our front yard always looks like craziness, and I don't know, there's so many corners which are super messed up and not well cared, you know, like, how do you say it? It seems like people don't exactly take care of things in a really nice way, you know. And it's kind of a carelessness I don't really like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we're used to like a really strict system in Germany when it comes to like garbage and stuff like that. And here, like, the whole garbage system is really, I even don't know how it works really. I mean, so for us it's quite a change, but what I miss the most is, of course, like family time. like spending time with my sister and my parents and my niece and my nephew. And spending time with my friends. I mean, you can take all your friends with you when you just leave the country. So, and even though you have like FaceTime and you have Skype and iMessage and I don't know, all that stuff, you can't just call them and drop by and do something. And I really miss my car.
What are our absolute favorite cafes and restaurants in London? I think my absolute favorite cafe is Store Street Cafe, actually.
Oh yeah,
I really like it. And I have to say, since yesterday, my new favorite restaurant for sure is Chinese Laundry. That was so delicious, I couldn't even... It was unbelievable.
It was one of the best restaurants.
It was absolutely tasty.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we experienced quite some restaurants in London already, but that was absolutely great. I absolutely loved it. I felt amazing after it, really.
Yeah, it's on Upper Street in Islington, Angel. My favorite cafe was Farm Girl so far in Notting Hill, and why I'm saying that, my tummy grumbles and grumbles because I'm so hungry.
Craving for brunch.
Farm Girl. Blogger like avocado toast. Yeah, Farm Girl Cafe was really great. They have like Instagrammable food as hell. It looks so nice and it tastes good. And it's quite well priced. It's okay.
Yeah.
And you can get like lavender and rosé latte macchiato, like with like latte art on top and like dried rose petals over it, and it looks really good and tastes really nice as well. And another nice place also on Upper Street is Hoxley and Porter. It's a really 20s themed cocktail bar, and they make really good cocktails. I mean, I don't know if you saw that or another one of our friends. Someone said that the staff always tastes every cocktail first.
A friend of mine said it.
Yeah, so it's like a really good cocktail bar, like with really good classic drinks. Hoxley and Porter's, also on Upper Street. So the area where we live is really nice. So there are a lot of great restaurants and bars and shops and everything. And the restaurant I really like, or another one. I mean, Philip took me to Vanilla Black for my birthday. That's a vegetarian and vegan restaurant in... Where is it exactly? I don't remember. It was quite a tube ride from here.
Where was it exactly again?
I mean, we took the Piccadilly line till Hyde Park or Green Park Corner, or how is it called?
I mean, it was in Covent Garden
area,
the Covent Garden area, as far as I remember.
I mean, we can link it in the info below. So
Vanilla Black.
It's a really pricey restaurant. It's more like for special occasions. Yeah. It's a little bit chic, so you have to dress up a little bit, but it's a nice atmosphere and it's perfect for a special occasion. Super special. Yeah, it was for my birthday, so I have great memories anyways. Yeah.
Alright. So, and the last question.
That's a good one.
It's actually a really good one. So, the person, Boogie Line is the name, she or he is asking if it is kind of annoying or exhausting to film the activities we're doing together.
Like for the weekly vlogs.
Yeah, exactly. So I have to say, yeah, I mean, it is kind of, I mean, not exactly annoying because I know this is her job and, you know, I'm kind of used to it, I guess, already. But I think part of why I kind of started doing the vlogs and the YouTube stuff is to kind of feel how it is to be in her shoes, right? How I told you guys in my first video. And at the same time to kind of give her some sort of a comfort, because if we do it together, everything feels kind of easier, and, you know, she doesn't need to care about or think about what I gonna think about us not starting to eat right away or doing some random stuff or being weird in public or any of that stuff. So I think it's a good thing, and really part of why I do it is so we can kind of do it together as a shared kind of a thing. So she's more comfortable doing it, and you know, it's just easier for us both, I guess. Then.
Yeah, I mean, I have to admit that I'm always super embarrassed when I film in public. I mean, it's my job since, like, my only proper job since like a little bit more than a year, and I actually do it like since more than 10 years. So I think most of the people think that I'm used to it, or like friends or family. They still think it's strange, but they think I'm used to it, but I'm not. So it's always kind of embarrassing. I'm always shy, like filming myself, like vlogging style in public. I mean, I don't vlog like for 10 years, but I probably started like 1 year ago and vlogged a little bit like every now and then, like for the last 4 or 5 years. So I don't know, I can't get really comfortable with it. I don't know why. I mean, the one thing that really annoys me in London is when I do it outside, like in public, in a cafe or at a restaurant, everyone would think that I'm a tourist. Like, I'm someone taking a picture of their food because they the one time in London and they need to take a photo of like the cute little coffee and stuff. And I mean, no, I'm kind of proud that I'm here and that I live here and that I know my way around and stuff. And I don't want to be mistaken like for a stranger or for like someone that's just like, oh my god, I have to take a photo of everything.
It would be easier if people would know that this is your job and you're living here and that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And so a lot of people, I mean, it doesn't happen so much anymore because taking selfies and stuff like that is more common now. But so many people approach and be like, should I take a photo of you? Should I take a photo of you too? Should I blah, blah, blah? And then I'm like, no, it's supposed to be like that. And I mean, I'm not a selfie girl, but like the filming with the camera. So, yeah. I don't know, I think it's really cool that Philip started because always when he does it as well, then I don't feel so shy about it. So it really works. So I'm really grateful that he started vlogging a little bit. Yeah, and sometimes when you do it a lot and when you're in the flow, then you don't care so much about the others anymore. But in general, I'm someone that always cares. I always overthink stuff. Sometimes I think it's a great excuse to get out of the house. So when we have like a fully packed week and lots of work, sometimes I'm like, oh, my weekly vlog is so boring. Maybe we should try to get out on Sunday at least. So we kind of try to find like a nice activity. Not like we do everything or stage everything only for the weekly vlogs, but it's a great excuse to get your ass up on a Sunday and do something and not stay like at home the only day you have like free time a whole week. So that's nice sometimes, but I think it's difficult. I would enjoy a little bit more free time off camera, of course. Sometimes it's really weird. You film it for the weekly vlog, you take an Instagram picture, you try to take a quirky Snapchat of it, and you can repost one of those on Facebook and Twitter later, but it's a lot of stuff to do and
there's a lot of patience involved, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I'm even embarrassed by taking a photo of my food because I think it's so pathetic.
No, you're not. You are?
Yeah. I could take so much better photos of my food if I wouldn't be so embarrassed by it.
This is a good answer, I guess.
Check out my video, like the part 1, it will be linked in the info below. You can also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Can you put an annotation over my face?
I will.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our little Q&A. I hope I can get all the translations also for the video on her channel. But we have to figure out how we can work it out. So yeah, then see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao. Viewers, well, a lot.
All of
the
them.
Viewers are since I'm hanging around with Jimmy and Jasmin. Or if I can. Well, das können wir alles nochmal neu machen mit deiner Handel jetzt.
Sorry.
Du bist echt bescheuert.
Ich kann nichts dafür. Too much coffee.
The next question, I'm not exactly sure. I think it's more towards you.
In 3 words.
Okay. I guess.
And that annoys me because we lose them every day. And the neighbor just started playing Justin Bieber.
That's amazing.
Sorry.
Okay. What are we missing? Ah, grazie. Ciao.
Hallo.
Hallo, Entschuldigung.
Du bist in unserem FAQ-Video.
Ja, naja.
Talk to you in a minute.
Perfekt.
Bye.
Bye. Bis später. Bye. Sorry for rambling. Liked it? No?
Never again.
You don't like this?
Shit as hell.